raita. Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana and a warm welcome to a series of cooking for beginners. Now what do? Let's make a yogurt preparation, a very common accompaniment with biryanis and pulaus. Yes, I'm going to show you how to make raita. Again, this is going to be a basic raita, and on days when you don't want to make a simple vegetable, you could just make raita and roti. This also works fine. So, for vegetable raita, I need yogurt, cucumber, tomatoes, onion, fresh coriander leaves, roasted cumin powder, red chilli powder, salt. Okay, so to begin with, we'll first start with cutting of vegetables. Let's start with onion. Now, whenever you have to cut an onion, make sure cut the onion into half, and then after that give a slit here, so that way you'll be able to cut it finer, and then you just go like this. So this way you will have finely chopped onions. Currently, if you are a beginner, you may not be able to chop fine also at a speed, but as you will get a hang of the technique, you'll be able to do good. So this is the onion. Let's chop one more. After you cut it like this, give it a cut here. See this? We have nice finely chopped onions ready. So this is the onion. Now let's cut cucumbers. Again, you take the whole cucumber and we won't take the seeds. So we'll just slit it from the sides, and this block you can keep aside. Cut this as well. So we've done with cucumber, we've done with onion. Now let's cut tomatoes. For tomatoes, your knife has to be very sharp, because if you don't have a sharp knife, the tomatoes will not get chopped, it will get squeezed and squashed. Okay, so here we go. We'll put all of this in one bowl. To this, we'll add some salt and some cumin powder. Now this cumin powder, what I have with me, is roasted. So what you have to do is you have to take a pan and you have to broil the cumin seeds. When you say broil, which means you have to roast them without any oil. So just roast them lightly on a frying pan or on a tawa till it goes nice and dark. You'll automatically get the aroma of the cumin seeds being roasted, and after that let it cool down, and then you can grind it in the mixie and make a fine powder out of it. So that is how you get this nice roasted cumin powder, and this is an essential ingredient in all raitas. So I would advise all of you to make this powder and keep it in the refrigerator. So what happens is, in monsoons, when you have made masalas in bulk, it forms cakes because of the excess moisture in the atmosphere. So whenever you make such powders and masalas, you should always bottle it into an airtight container and put it in a refrigerator. It stays perfectly fine for the rest of the year. Nothing happens to it, unless you want to make small quantities where you can leave it at room temperature in a cabinet or a shelf in your kitchen. So after we've added cumin powder to this, let's add yogurt, and what we will do is we will mix this. Now this currently looks quite thick because we have not added any water to the yogurt. We've used plain yogurt, but now since we've added salt to cucumber, onion and tomatoes, it will leave moisture, it will leave water in a while, and this thick raita will become a little thin, and that is how it's supposed to be. So after you've mixed everything in this, I advise that you put this in the refrigerator for about half an hour, let this get nice and chilled, and that's when you can serve it. Okay, so how do you serve a raita? Raita is something which is very simple, it doesn't take much of efforts, but the best part in this is the serving style. You can garnish it just the way you want to. I'll show you a very simple garnish. You take a bowl, a good looking bowl. Before that, we'll add some coriander also to this. We'll mix this up well. Okay, now you take a spoon. Okay, so that you've served the raita, take the cumin powder and red chili powder, and you can create patterns over this. One is where you can make a line like this, then take red chili powder, you make one line like this, you make one dot here, you make one dot here, and you take this, you make one dot here, dot here. So a raita is as simple as it looks. It will look gorgeous if you have a lovely garnish over it. This is the simplest way you can present a raita. I'm sure it looks quite attractive. You are going to be happy. So make this recipe just the way I have made it and you'll be very proud of yourself.